This one was sent by Justin Brown. Thank you, Justin. It's by Yahoo Answers user Intelligent John, who asks, "Have you ever tried to punch a bird?" That's all the things that there is.
Like in anger, or like for dominance, or like a bird you own, or a bird flying by.
Well, let's run through each of those. A, I don't think you can hunt a bird with punches. They're live creatures.
Uh-huh. You gotta
I-
tap the bird on the shoulder when it turns around. You punch it.
Mm-hmm.
Would a bird stand there and take it? Like, could you get the jump? You couldn't pull that on a cat.
Oh,
if
God,
you try to punch a cat, he's gonna go spectral. He's gonna disappear. If you try to punch a bird, I'm not sure if they have that sort of cat ESP that would allow him to avoid it.
So you're saying like a cockatiel sitting on its little perch in your room, and you just like walk in, you've had a bad day, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking punch that bird, and you swing your fist, the bird's
It's
just
all
gonna
you've
look
thought
at
about
you
all day. It's the only way you got through the meeting.
Maybe your little brother trained that bird to say some really offensive shit, and it's just
got-
eating up at you.
You got that 3 p.m. feeling. You're like, I can't wait to get fucking home and punch my fucking bird.
Just really let loose and punch the shit out of that bird. And you're saying that perhaps the bird would just turn and look at you and just take it full on in the face, and maybe do that thing where it dramatically, like, its head snaps to the side, and then it looks back and like wipes off the blood off its beak.
Oh, I love this.
And then it comes at you, just crazy balls. And all of a sudden, it's just a hardcore throwdown in your room, the throwdown showdown between you and your cockatiel. And the stuff's just getting rowdy.
Can we not say cockatiel? Well, first of all, we can't say cockatiel because I'm going to start laughing again.
Your wood cockatiel.
But
You're Mr. Wood cockatiel.
also, a cockatiel would just disintegrate if you punch it. Let's talk about a hardier bird.
Okay,
Maybe
so
you've
like
got
a blue Amazon parrot?
Maybe you've got an ostrich. Then that's a sparring partner right there.
Yeah.
I
Ostriches
wouldn't
are
even
mostly
begin.
dinosaurs.
You don't start shit with an ostrich.
Can I go to the pet store and say, I want a bird? Hold up. I want one that can take a punch. Not one that will
I know what you're thinking.
I don't want this bird to buckle over like a little bitch when I punch it.
How come as many times as I've seen chickens killed on TV, I've never seen a ostrich decapitated with a machete? Can you imagine how sweet that would be?
I feel like that's a Mythbusters waiting to happen.
Yeah, here's a myth. That would be awesome.
Why would that be awesome?
Think about how long its neck is.
There is a lot of neck there.
No, I know.
Where would you cut? You have so many options. Like you could do like a backflip with a sword and chop it anywhere, and that head's gonna come right off.
You're saying
It would look awesome.
It's hard
As long as we're doing that, then can we do the cartoon thing where they tie two flamingos together? I want to try.
What cartoon thing are you?
They
What
do that with
cartoons?
flamingos all the time. I think it's in Alice in Wonderland.
What avian cartoon snuff films are you watching? And by the way, we haven't properly addressed the fact that Justin wants to cut an ostrich's goddamn head off.
I was trying to steer the conversation away from that.
Away from the fact that our brother's a serial killer.
It would just be fun. I don't want to do it. I'm saying I want to see it on YouTube.
They are beautiful regal birds. They're basically
assholes.
they're super swans is what they are. They're mega swans.
I think if you have something with that long of a neck, it is just begging to be decapitated.
Do you think that like somewhere like God or the creator of whatever is sitting around going like, I can't believe nobody's decapitated those birds yet. I gave it to him. That was a gimmick.
Did you just get a theological on us? Whatever supreme being created ostriches obviously made them
I didn't want to
sport.
alienate the Venn diagram of people that both don't believe in God but also want to see ostriches killed.
Yeah, sure,
I didn't want to alienate them.
Mm-hmm.
You know that flamingos are not always pink. They're pink because their color is determined by their diet.
So you think it's a lifestyle choice?
Yeah, because did you guys know about that?
They ate the shrimp and they turned it pink.
I don't...
Shrimp and pussy. Man, did you guys know that about flamingos? They're freaks.
Oh, man. They will
Flamingos
just...
I want to see a flamingo and an ostrich make love. I know that's coming out of left field, you guys, but God, it would be beautiful.
The joke's on you. Birds can't love. They're not capable of it.
That's why you got to punch them.
I'd like to just see them sex each other.
What is with people who have birds as pets. Seriously.
Doesn't make sense. I want.
Do you
It's like
ever-
I want a pet that I can't touch and is also as loud as and as constant as a fire alarm.
And at any given moment, might just flip out and try to peck my face.
I
Yeah,
want something
why
in
not?
my house that I can't interact with that will just periodically shit everywhere.
Yeah, and make a terrible noise, and I hate it. I hate this thing.
And that
What
literally, if someone leaves the window open, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll never come back. A bird is never going to look at you with anything more than the sad, soulless, dead eyes that what passes for eyes. They're little more than like polished opals. They just stare right through you, and they're never gonna love you. They're just birds.
Oh,
They
wait,
have
wait.
no
Unlike,
capability.
also, I have to point out, unlike cats and dogs, they actually have like a natural habitat that they belong in, and
Yeah.
it's not your bedroom. It's not like you can return like your beagle to the wild.
If
But,
I left
like,
my
fucking
cat,
birds belong in the Amazon, you jerk.
if I took my cat and dropped it outside, it would be like, oh, well, okay, what now?
Where is the litter?
But if
in
I
this
had
place?
if I had a parakeet and I took it outside, it'd be like, bye, fucker.
Got it.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna go find a tree, because that's kind of my jam. Is a tree.
You can take your parrot into public, provided you clip its wings so that it doesn't fly.
Because
Yeah,
you're
that's
a
a
real
good-
asshole.
That's a good basis for a relationship.
Yeah, I'm afraid of my dog running away, so I chopped off one of his feet.
Yeah, my daughter tried to go to college, so I cut her legs off.
Yeah.
I miseried her really hard.
I
and
miseried my daughter because I didn't want her to leave.
Now her and my bird just cry all the time.
I love you,
think the
Becky.
bird's
I
learning
love you,
from her.
Becky. Sorry about your shin bones. Let's talk about falcons. That would be cool, though.
Okay.
Now,
a
I have
falcon-
always wanted to do that.
Sure.
If you trained a falcon, but even then, it's like weaponized. It's not
Well,
a
see,
pet.
that's what I do love. I do love the idea of just a living weapon.
Yeah,
because that's
I mean,
also
like,
what I consider myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, you're going to be able to become a gunslinger at an unprecedentedly young age. Mm-hmm. That's good. The
Yes.
bad side is that somewhere there is a flying knife that you have trained that,
That
would
only
love
responds
nothing
to you,
more.
and at your death, will just go on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Just you're the only thing keeping that flying knife in check. God, that would be a good name for a falcon though if I had it. Come, flying knife. Guess I
To
get
my
good falcon
side.
name.
Not too fast, though, please.
What would you call a falcon if you
Condor man.
Condor man? Okay, that's good because he's neither condor nor man.
Exactly. It's really going to fuck with his enemies.
I would name it Gangnam Style because I think people then would it would be like carbon dating it because people would know it within a day when I bought this bird.
This is my Falcon Pogs.
Yeah. Hey, can I call...
This is my falcon, Judge Lance Ito.
Can I call my falcon Billy Ocean?
Of course you can. Get out of my dreams and get out of my hair. You're killing me.
Please stop watching me while I sleep.
I just decided that if I saw somebody on the streets of Austin with a bird on their hand, I would just think they were a hipster, probably. That is
kidding.
not a joke. It is not outside the realm of possibility of an
There's a
affectation.
guy who walks around Huntington with a parrot on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I also want to point out, when it comes to falcons, you literally have to like blindfold them to keep them from killing people.
Yeah.
Like, they have specially designed hats and blinders so that the birds do not just freak out and murder everything they see.
There's this guy who used to always hang out at a restaurant that used to be in town called Chili Willie's that had a parrot, and he would bring his parrot into the restaurant, which I think is foul, by the way. Yeah. That's a bird. You don't know what it does. He would bring his bird in the restaurant, and I would see him there all the time. I would think, I guess Chili Willie, I guess he must be friends with the owner or whatever. And now a new restaurant has opened up in that same locale called Backyard Pizza, and I've seen that motherfucker with his parrot again. I don't know if he's a feature of the building or if that's like the one place he can take his parrot where his parrot won't lose his goddamn mind.
Do you think he is providing
He's
a
comfortable
service? He's providing a service to Huntington restaurants. Like, I will make your shit look more interesting by standing in front of it. People want to know my story. They'll get hungry because I'll talk to them for 2 hours about my fucking parrot, and then they'll
And
be
I'll
like,
let the
"Oh."
parrot do a little bit of the talking.
And don't even worry about spiders anymore.
No,
He'll
he'll
eat
take
'em.
care of all the colorful beetles.
You can't pay me in pizza. Hey, do parrots eat pizza? Ah, fuck it.
I'll eat his.
I'll eat his pizza.
What's that flying knife? You want to eat some food? Well, you have pizza. You should have eaten your pizza there that I had to eat for you.
Oh, what's that? You need me to launch the pizza upwards into the sky at 100 miles an hour before you'll be interested in it at all? Okay.
Fuck. The fucking next stop, flash forward, America's Got Talent. You got a $1 million check. Your show's opening in Vegas. This is my pet flying knife, the amazing pizza catching parrot.
I love Dead Mouse Pizza, please.
He died after 3 weeks. I had to train a new one. I hate this job.
The world's fattest falcon.
I hate this job almost as much as birds apparently hate pizza.
This bird has acne. Get up there, flying knife.
My flying knife, you have acne. And your breath smells like garlic. I hate you now. I always hated you. Why can't you look at me with love?
Put your hat back on. You're creeping me out.
How come you never bring me a Bud Light like the cool birds in the commercials do?
This is my parrot, and this is our Las Vegas style show. It's now been moved to the Catskills, and I trained my parrot to get me a beer. Does anybody else want a beer? Hold on a second. Wear this gauntlet, because he will attack.
Can you imagine if you owned a parrot and then like you brought home a falcon? What the parrot must think in that moment? Mm-hmm.
What would a parrot think?
Like,
Not
oh,
that birds
fuck.
can think. Oh fuck! What's he calling it? Flying knife? That's such a cool name.
He called me Steve. What the fuck?
Why did he name me Steve? Name your parrot Raven. You won't see that coming.